So, welcome to the CSC Alumni Advisory Panel induction webinar for our new panel members for 2021 to 2023. My name is Kirsty and I'm the Senior Alumni Engagement Officer at the CSC. And joining me today are my two colleagues in the team who you may also be familiar with, and that's Evangeline and Junliang. And I'm just going to ask them to really quickly introduce themselves.
Hi everyone, it's really nice to meet you. Some very familiar names, so very happy to see you here. My name is Evangeline Aritwala. I'm the Alumni Engagement Officer, and I'm part of the alumni team. And I overlook the CSE mentoring program and also the CSE's knowledge hubs as part of some of my core responsibilities. So you may have seen me communicating with you through these programs. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Eva. My name's Jin Liang and I'm Program Assistant on the alumni team. I'll often be your first port of call if you email into the alumni inbox. I also manage the knowledge hubs together with Eva, and it's very good to see you all here today.
Thanks both. So that's your formal introduction to the full team. And as you go through your time as an advisory panel member, you may be completing activities for any one of us in the team, but also for the CSC's wider teams. That includes our communications team, evaluation and monitoring, and also our program team as well. And I'm sure some of you remember your program officers very fondly. And so there are opportunities to work across our teams and support various different activities that we run and manage. So just to quickly go through the induction for today's webinar, the main things that we're going to focus on are the role of the advisory panel in the CSC's work and activities, and also how the panel helps us to develop and refine some of the activities that we already deliver, but also bring on board new activities to broaden the scope of what we can offer to scholars and alumni. It's also an opportunity for me to introduce some background information on the panel and the membership for this year. And hopefully the webinar in itself is a good opportunity for you to see some names and some perhaps familiar faces from your time either as scholars or alumni as well. I'm also going to talk about the role of panel members and also the CSC's expectations regarding what we might ask panel members to do and how often we would expect you to be engaging in activities as a panel member. I'm also going to give a little bit of a preview as to some activities that we're going to bring on board over the next year of your time as a panel member, just to give an outline of what things to expect. And equally, you know, if you're looking for certain activities that you might be interested in, this is an opportunity to get a bit of an idea as to what might be on the horizon. I also want to make sure that you understand that the panel isn't just an opportunity for you to sort of feedback and give insights to the CSC. We also want this to be an opportunity for you as panel members yourselves, you know, a really important community within the CSC. And I hope that there'll be opportunities for you to connect with one another as you go through activities, but also through other opportunities such as the LinkedIn group, which I know a lot of you are now members of. And it's just an opportunity for you to get into contact with more alumni, to share your skills and knowledge and your expertise with each other, as well as back with the CSC. And as mentioned at the end, there will be an opportunity for questions that you may have about the panel that I might not answer as we go through this presentation. So there will be a Q&A at the end. So just some background on the panel itself. And one of the reasons that we brought the panel on board in 2019 was to provide a platform for Commonwealth alumni to support the future of the CSC's programmes and scholars by sharing your insight and expertise to contribute to the development of our activities. And it's the first time that we've really sought insight and feedback from alumni to say what type of activities you'd like to see delivered within our scholar programming and also our alumni programming. But it was also the first time that we really asked you to give insight and expertise around perhaps how we approach certain activities. And that could be activities that we run, such as around our diary studies work with the CSC's evaluation team, but also online development modules. Those of you who were in the panel last year, you got a sneak peek of what the online development module looks like for scholars now, and we're able to give insight onto that. So the first panel was brought on board in 2019, and they just finished their 2-year term a couple of months ago in this year. And the panel was comprised of 101 members, which is a slightly odd number, but 101 members we had. And within each year, they were offered a minimum of 4 activities per year to choose from. And they looked at a range of different things that drew on various different expertise and experiences and knowledge within the panel. And that included looking at the refreshed website, reviewing the diary studies data, distance learning scoping activity, which was a specific activity for those who had been distance learners or who were involved in distance learning programs. And also the final activity was around evaluating the alumni engagement strategy as well. So various different things, all drawing on different areas of interest and experience and expertise. So just to talk a little bit about the CSC's alumni engagement strategy. So the Alumni Advisory Panel sits within the alumni team and is part of this strategy that I've mentioned. And the objectives of the alumni engagement strategy that was set in 2018 were to look at Commonwealth scholars, advocates and ambassadors in international and borderless roles as an opportunity to have more active and engaged role in evaluation and monitoring, to develop awareness and understanding of the current work of the CSC, and also to really emphasise the collective of experts that sits within the CSC's alumni network as well. And the advisory panel, it works across all of these objectives, but in particular around giving alumni a platform to take a more active and engaged role in evaluation and monitoring. And that's something that the first panel has well and truly done. And it's something that we're very excited to see with the second panel and to keep this platform open as well. You'll notice that it's 2018 to 2021. It was originally a 3-year strategy and it has been extended with the impact of COVID in order to give us time to adapt to sort of lessons learned during COVID pandemic about how we can change some of our activities, bringing in more online opportunities. And that's also given us an opportunity to talk to the panel about sort of how we responded and what type of activities could be taken forward as well. So just on that note, I've already mentioned that the previous panel looked at what our next alumni engagement strategy could be. And I think that's one of the first activities that we will be doing and offering with you, our current panel, is around really finalising what a future alumni engagement strategy can look like. What type of activities are of interest and engaging? What type of things can alumni get from CSC activities? And what would you like to see in a strategy going forward? So we have the initial feedback from the first panel, and if you've had a look at the Alumni Advisory Panel resources webpage, you will have seen the report on that. And if you haven't yet, I do encourage you to have a look at all of the reports on the activities completed by the previous panel, just to give you an insight as to what they've done and the type of feedback that we were able to gather from the panel as well. So in terms of the new alumni engagement strategy, we've already put in place some exercises, both internal, which is conversations with colleagues within the CSC about what we might like to do and what we think is working. We also did the alumni evaluation survey in May 2021, and if anyone joining us today gave feedback in that, thank you so much. It was really insightful, and it was, again, really important that you gave time to tell us how you feel the strategy is and what type of activities you are getting engaged in. We then did the initial panel consultation based on feedback and ideas we'd already gathered. And the next stage is coming back to you, our new panel. So you will come in new, having not seen any of the information already shared, and you'll be able to give even further insight as to what a future strategy will look like as well. So in terms of alumni engagement, that's a really critical role that the panel plays from our side. But as already mentioned, during your term as panel members, you will be consulted on by a range of different CSC teams and lots of different activities as well. So I just want to introduce you almost to each other. So if you're already in the LinkedIn group, then please do take the opportunity to introduce yourselves, drop posts. I can see all of the notifications about the chat box that we're currently in and that everyone is introducing themselves. So that is fantastic. If you haven't already done that, then please do so. So 98 Alumni Advisory Panel members. One day we're going to have a panel of 100. Last time it was 101, now it's 98. We have a 51% male and 49% female membership, and you're representing 24 Commonwealth countries. Within that, you're representing 87 different types of CSC scholarship, whether it's split site, masters, distance learning, and 11 fellows are joining us who are representing our academic fellowships and professional fellowships. And in terms of the backgrounds and areas of study, it's a complete mix, but I've just pulled out some of the areas of study that are being represented by panel members, from public health, communication and development, education, nutrition, gerontology, urbanisation, GIS, economics. There's a whole mix of different backgrounds, areas of expertise, and most importantly, perspectives. And that's a really important part of the panel, is drawing you all together and getting so many different insights and thoughts, which is really important when we're coming to develop or expand activities or bring on new ones. I'd also like to say welcome back to some of our 2019 to 2021 panel members. We've carried over 21 panel members. So there are some people who already have insight and expertise in how we've managed the panel in the past. They've also supported us in making developments to the panel this year as well, by sharing feedback at the end about how they felt their 2-year term was. So we do have some people with experiences already of being panel members, and I hope that they will be there to answer some of your questions as well if you have queries, and also to sort of provide guidance as you're going through your activities if there's anything you're unsure of. So please always, you can always contact myself and my team, as we've already mentioned, but you can also always contact each other as well. And again, that's part of the community of the panel. In terms of decade of study, 2010s are very much represented in the panel, but we also have decades right the way through from the 1960s to the 2010s. I just realised the graph's in a very strange order, but right the way through the decades there is representation. And in particular, we do have a lot of members joining from the 2019 cohort, and I'd like to say a special welcome to you as well. It's really important that we have such wide representation, but it's also important that we have representation from those who studied under very different circumstances most recently, because in terms of where we go next with a lot of our programs and activities, it's important that we're thinking about that blended and flexible model that we had to implement over the last 2 years. And so it'll be very exciting to get your insights from that experience as scholars, as well as the wider panel from your experience as professionals and how you adapted over the last 2 years, and how we can really think about the future of our activities in that way. And as mentioned, we've got representation across different scholarship and fellowship schemes. So as you can see, master's scholarships are the highest represented. We also have 3 members of the panel who have held both a scholarship and a fellowship as well. So there are some people who have the experience of both and building on top of previous CSC funded study as well. Just to flag, I am going very quickly through, and I'm aware that the slides are quite short in terms of the font size. So we will be sharing both the recording and the PowerPoint separately, so you have a little bit longer to look through the information that's being shown on the screen. So in terms of the primary role of panel members, it's to participate in consultation exercises and pilot studies and advise CSC teams on specific projects. And in particular, there may be some activities where we might focus on those with a particular background or who have studied across particular fellowship or scholarship schemes. So for example, in the past, we've done something around distance learning, and we in particular spoke to our distance learning panel members. But also we want to give you the opportunity to tell us where your expertise lies. And so a lot of the time, activities will be open to any member of the panel. And it's up to you to judge whether or not you feel that you have the expertise or experience to particularly input into an activity. But also you might not have experience in activity, and it's equally important that you take the opportunity to feedback in those areas as well. We want this to also be something where you can learn as far as possible, as well as help us learn. Another area around the panel is around representing the CSC and CSC teams at any of our scholarship events or any external events that we may ask you to attend as panel members. And that could be, you know, alumni events that you might go to. We might in particular want you to talk about being a panel member, what type of things you've been involved in, but also encourage alumni to fill in their evaluation surveys. That's a big one that we're probably going to ask you to do, and stay engaged with the CSC. Other things we might ask you if you'd like to volunteer to support, and that could be activities with our scholars who are studying, such as going and talking about your work experience or other experiences that you may have as well. So we may particularly ask you to be at something as an advisory panel member. Key expectations. A lot of this information is outlined in the handbook, which again, I hope you've had a chance to look at, but if not, it is available on the resources webpage, and I will share the link to that in case you don't have it handy. The key expectations are adhering to the CSC Code of Conduct for Alumni, which is available on the CSC website. Approaching tasks and activities in a confidential manner. In some cases, you may be the first people to see an activity outside of internal colleagues. And so it's important that any activity is handled with confidentiality and that the information that you view is not shared. And equally, any discussions that we may have in focus groups, that discussion is not taken beyond the focus group remit. Again, we talked about representing CSC at alumni events and anything else that we may ask you to attend in your capacity as an advisory panel member. Liaising with CSC Secretariat staff and fellow panel members. So that will be throughout your time going through activities, whether or not it's just general day-to-day asking questions and sending emails, whether it's taking part in focus groups, whether it's sort of sharing posts in the LinkedIn group or any other activities that you may be involved in.
The whole building. Okay, so you can.
We ask that you participate in at least one activity per year of your 2-year term. And as I said, we hope to offer a minimum of 4 activities in order to give you the greatest opportunity at finding things that you might be of most interest, to you, and that you feel that you have the expertise and experience to participate in. So we hope within that there would be that scope for you to pick things that you feel most comfortable or most excited about as well. And providing feedback on your experiences. Whilst a large part of being a panel member is providing feedback on things, we also want you to provide feedback on being a panel member in order to help us improve the opportunities that we're providing and make sure that you're getting things out of this experience as well. So we initially outlined the scope of advisory activities that may come up, and I've just put those up on this slide now. And again, they're sort of conceptual at this stage, although some are very specific around particular activities. And that's where we most likely know that we're definitely going to bring online an activity in the coming year. But there will be opportunities for you to sort of feedback around how we approach our evaluation, whether that's surveys or the types of instruments that we use. Also testing the design and usability, and that can be anything from the type of platforms that we use to survey scholars and alumni, the accessibility around them, but also how surveys are put together as well. There's a lot of kind of common sense checking that goes into this work, but there's also a lot of testing around how questions are set up, the types of answers that they elicit, and that's something, again, where you may be asked to advise on around how we put together questions in order to get the best type of information that we can from those participating. Again, there's stuff around the CSC mentoring programme and the engagement strategy. So they're particular activities and those are most likely to come online in the next year. Just, I can tell you that because they're named, but they also sit under the alumni team as well. There's also a lot of comms work. As you'll know, we did refresh the CSC website last year, and that work is never finished. There's always things being changed. And again, we do have more digital outputs and publications, and it would be helpful to get better feedback and insight from those that they're aimed at, the audience itself. And that is partly our alumni on how we sort of present our alumni stories and the work that our scholars and alumni are doing and go on to achieve. And another area on there is around testing online training modules. So we have already, with the last panel, set something around the online development module, but we would hope that future training modules may come online and they would be opportunities to ask for further advice and guidance around, again, the content, the setup, the accessibility, what's missing as well is another sort of big question to ask of our panel members. So that's just a general overview about the scope that activities can take over the next 2 years. So I just want to quickly give you some, I guess, updates on what might be coming online in the next year or 2 years. So I've already mentioned the CSC Alumni Engagement Strategy and taking your insight and feedback on the work that's already been completed and really helping us refine where we go next. And it'll be really interesting to see where you agree with the former panel, but also where you might bring in new ideas and thoughts as well. Another area we'd like to tap into more is around pre-departure support to new scholars, making recommendations on updates to this. In particular, this may divide our panel membership a little. There'll be scholars from the last few years who very much remember their pre-departure briefing and can provide quite detailed insight on that. There will also be panel members who didn't have pre-departure briefings, and it's equally important that we hear from you as well about what you would have expected, what you would have liked, and what you felt would have set you up for however long your study was. So I'd also flag, if you're a panel member and you're asked to advise on activities that didn't exist when you were scholars, you should equally be contributing to that, because getting your thoughts about what was missing is just as important as being asked about what's already there. Providing insights to support the CSC's gender project. I hope most of you are aware that the CSC has offered Commonwealth Professional Fellowships in girls' education this year. It's part of the UK government's broader work around girls' education, providing opportunities for girls to complete their primary and secondary school education, understanding some of the barriers and challenges to that. And the CSC is more broadly looking at gender within its scholarships and fellowships, and how we sort of look at those challenges that may be faced by our scholars and alumni. So that's another piece of work that we'd hope to bring on board for the panel and your insight. Digital publications and communication outputs. I think I've already mentioned that with the sort of website, but we also have a number of other publications and outputs, from Common Knowledge to the Common Room, which is our quarterly alumni mailing, and also the CSC's annual report. So there are various different things that we do. We also have a number of online platforms as well that we would always be looking for feedback and analysis of, particularly those who are perhaps already actively involved in communications work and who can provide some good thoughts about what we could develop and also what we do well as perhaps what we're not tapping into as well. And finally, reviewing the CSC's mentoring programme. This is something that my colleague Eva very much manages day to day. But we're looking at ways that we can always expand the programme and make sure that more alumni and more scholars are included in it. A lot of changes have been brought on in the last year, but we're always looking to see where we can do more or expand in areas as well. So if you have been a mentor or been a mentee or are hoping to be both, this is an opportunity to provide some feedback. In terms of how to engage in activities, we will always contact you by email, and it will always come from the CSC alumni team in the first instance. So do look out for our emails, and equally, please make sure that you keep your email contact details up to date with us so we don't lose track of you. For those of you in the LinkedIn group, we will also be posting information in that group whenever activities come on board as well. When you get emails, they will kind of tell you the upcoming activity, and you'll get linked to further information through that. So everything you need to know will be either in the LinkedIn post with links to the relevant resources or in the email communications. And full information is always available on the resources webpage as well. So if you lose your email, just go to the webpage or go into the LinkedIn posts or just email us direct and we can inform you. Some activities may require you to pre-register, and they may be ones where we're looking for particular experiences or skills or study backgrounds, for example, distance learning or fellowships. But most, they will be open and you can just get involved as soon as you get the information and can start working on the activities. In terms of how we gather feedback and insights, predominantly we'll use an online survey tool. which you should all be familiar with either from your time as a scholar signing up to events or as alumni filling in longitudinal surveys. And actually, as members of the advisory panel, you use the same survey tool to fill in your application form. And that will be something that we use for most of our activities. For some, we may feel that live in-person discussion is sort of equally helpful just to get further insight. So we'd offer virtual focus groups to bring you together to have those discussions. I've written live because they're in real time, and that's probably the more accurate way to describe it. Equally, we're also hoping to bring online virtual focus groups that are through an online platform. So you don't all need to join at the same time, and you can come and go into the focus group and answer questions at a slower pace. So there will always be different ways to feedback, but there will always be, in most cases, the online feedback form or survey to complete. And just as mentioned there, panel members are expected to complete at least one activity per year of their 2-year term. And your eligibility to reapply at the end of these 2 years is dependent on meeting that expectation. So just to give an outline, all activities have a brief which outlines the scope, background perhaps to the work that's been done. It will detail the team that you'll be contacting or working with, but all activities are always done with the alumni team, but you may report your answers back to the comms team or evaluation or program dependent. If any pre-reading or supporting documents are required, you will be provided access to those. When feeding back through our online surveys, they will always be password protected, and we will share that information with you when the activities go live. And as already mentioned, there may be closed activities where we might contact you to pre-register, and they could be, because you're a fellow or your study background, but there may also be other additional opportunities that we might contact you about. And this could be such as speaking at scholar events. And this is about kind of, again, as I've mentioned, some additional opportunities as advisory panel members that we might ask you to join to represent your role on the panel. We might also ask you to provide case studies, advice, or excerpts based on some of your responses that you may share. And that will always be done with your permission. And it would always be outlined if that is something that may come out of the feedback or insights that you share. And a summary report is always produced for all activities, and it's shared in the first instance with those panel members who gave feedback or were involved in the activity, and then it will go out to the wider panel as well. And all of that information is published on the resources webpage, and you can at the moment read all of the reports from the previous panel on their activities. And these are just some images you can see there on the left. This is what your brief looks like when that comes in. Apologies, it is very small, so I will share the slides. And then on the right-hand side, you can see just a screenshot of what the reports look like as well, which outline the sort of methodology, the results, and then at the end, there's always a recommendations and next steps, so you can see what we'll be taking forward and what we've particularly chosen to work on going forward as well. And this is just an example of a panelist who gave some feedback and then gave permission for us to use it to share with scholars. So again, this is just also how we might use excerpts and information to share broader feedback and advice with scholars or alumni. I also want to just talk through the benefits. I want to make sure that the panel is both something where you can feed back to us, but also opportunities for you. And so in terms of the benefits, one is giving back to the CSC with your personal insight, your experiences and your expertise. And in particular, in doing that, in consulting on any of the activities that are shared, you are informing the Commission's strategy across a number of CSC teams, across a number of different objectives and goals, and you're helping to really support and refine the work that we do. We hope that through activities, through focus groups, through the LinkedIn group, through opportunities like this, that you're able to connect with one another as well, and that you do take advantage to get to know each other and make those connections as well. I think another great benefit is that you're generally, by being on the panel and consulting in activities, contributing to the evaluation of higher education, scholarships and postgraduate study as well, and that all builds into the knowledge pool. and the CSC's sort of broader evaluation in that area. And I'd hope as well it's an opportunity to sharpen your research skills. We did have panel members last year who took part in activities that they'd never done before in sort of areas of work that they'd never really explored. And they were able to really use the opportunity to actually start something new, try something new and feed back on it. And I'd hope that there are some activities that you think are maybe not something that you'd normally do, but that the panel is providing you an opportunity to just have a go and see what you can learn as well. So I do really encourage that. Finally, just a reminder about staying connected with us at all times. If you have questions, if you have queries, if you're not sure about things, then please do get in contact with me and my team. And that's the alumni email address there. Thank you everybody for submitting your agreement forms and the outline of how you would like your name to be displayed on the CSC website. It's coming soon. It's coming as fast as I can type, but I hope to have that online by the end of the week. Mainly because the next issue of the Common Room is going to be published on the 4th of October, and I'd like to include a link to a news item welcoming you all as our new advisory panel member and introducing you to the broader alumni network as well. So that is definitely coming soon. Have a deadline, it will be there. And also, if you haven't yet and you'd like to, please do join the CSC's Alumni Advisory Panel member group and take the opportunity to introduce yourself, ask each other questions. In particular, within that group, you can connect with both the current panel, but also former panel members who are still part of the group as well. So if you have a question that you want to ask somebody who's been there and done this all before, then do use the group to do that. Now is very much over to you and the Q&A. I'm just going to have a look and see what has come in the chat box if we have any questions. But do raise your hand if there's something that you want to ask, just whilst I scroll through and just rest my voice temporarily. We have one raised hand. Sorry, you've not come up on my screen. Would you like to just, I can see that your hand's raised, so please unmute.
Yes.
Sorry.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, so hi, my name is Shobhuj. I'm from India, and I was a Commonwealth Professional Fellow at University of Sheffield. I'm trained in wildlife biology, currently work as a grant advisor in a funding agency in India. So I'm just curious because Commonwealth Alumni, this panel, though we'll be working towards betterment of the alumni, but then in the previous cohort, is there any effort to have some kind of capacity building workshops, not only for the people who got the fellowship or the scholarship, but also people who are prospective candidates? For example, I am aware in India, as well as in some countries in Africa, we do not have typical grant writing and fellowship writing courses available, which actually makes people's application less competitive. Even though they are equally intelligent, they are really ambitious, but then this nitty-gritty of applications, this kind of mentoring small effort towards a prospective applicants, as well as maybe people who are already got the fellowship, they want to advance in their career. So those kind of activities had been done in recent past, in the previous panel, or any plan for the future? It's just a curiosity. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Abuj, for your question. It's lovely to see you again. I feel like we talked not that long ago.
Yes.
But no, thank you so much for that question. I know in particular this is something of great interest to you and the work that you do. So we haven't done anything with the previous panel around perhaps how we prepare or inform future applicants. I think it's a really interesting area to raise. What I will say is that my colleague Jun Liang, who's in the meeting today, is currently putting together information for alumni to access in order to equip themselves with the information about scholarship dates, what scholarships might be open in countries, the application routes, all of that information. So from Monday, alumni will be able to request that information and then prepare themselves to go out and inform applicants and just provide a little bit more support, drawing on their own experiences, but also our up-to-date guidance and advice on what might be available in their country. I think you raise a really interesting point, however, about could we do more? And I think that's something that the panel is there to do, is to say, well, okay, you're doing that, but could you do more? And could you do it differently? So I think that's a really great point that you've raised. So we do have something in place, and you will find out on the 4th of October. I'll make sure that I drop a note into the LinkedIn group as well for those of you who are on that. But I will take that away and I will talk to colleagues about whether or not it's something that we want to explore in more detail. So thank you so much for that question.
Thank you.
I'm just having a look, and it looks like we had some questions to previous panel members about challenges, and it sounds very pleased to say that you said that you didn't have any in terms of balancing panel member expectations against work. But I think it's a really important question, actually. We estimate that in terms of activities, you should probably spend no more than around about 3 hours. And that's in terms of doing any pre-reading or looking at supporting documents, and then working through the perhaps surveys or sitting in the focus groups. Focus groups would typically be an hour, and we wouldn't want anyone to be doing a survey for longer than 3 hours. We always set them up as password protected, which does mean that you can save your answers and come back later. And hopefully that offers some flexibility in the time that you might have to complete activities. What I would say is, if at any point in time you feel it's getting too much, you need to take a break, do just get in touch with me and let me know. That's absolutely fine. I understand that there are a lot of pressures that people are facing at the moment, and pressures may not be relieving for some time soon. So if any point in time you think this is just too much, I'd like you to stop emailing for the next few months, let us know, and that's absolutely fine.
Christy, can I just add something here?
Yes, please do. It's lovely to hear from you.
Yes, hi there. Hi, everyone. This is Imran from Karachi, Pakistan. Thank you for inviting me over for this induction webinar. Just coming back to the old question about what we experienced during our 2 years. I think the best part about being an Alumni Advisory Council member is the flexibility you get. So we get an advance notice. If there is a questionnaire, if there is a activity plan, we are always advised well in advance. We get an email around the date, and sometimes we even get extensions like to the deadlines. It's a very flexible sort of setup. I felt that I was able to do a lot of things around my work and still get some things over. And that, I think, what was the strength of this whole exercise. So I would just suggest to everyone that just make use of this, because I felt it's in line with my requirements. So I work 6 days a week. I'm head of department. I also work on IEEE commissions in different parts of the world, but I haven't seen such a flexible setup. So it kind of motivates me to actually think beyond. And I think that, yes, there are some areas which can be explored for future as well, including for future candidates, how to select the best candidate for the commission award. Since we know in our part of the world, we have Fulbright and other achieving scholarships. And so Commonwealth should also, be one of the most prestigious ones, which is the case, but we just want to make it more user-friendly, maybe, or maybe it's accessible to people in a much more general format. So yeah, just want to add that. Thank you.
Thanks so much for adding that. It's great to get your insights as a panel member about how you found sort of reminders and sort of pre-information and sort of time to get involved in things, but also your point around extensions. I just want to flag, if anyone wants to do an activity, we want you to do that activity. So if you need longer to fill in a survey, or you missed the survey and you just want to share some general feedback via email or via a quick call, just email and let us know that that's the best way for you to take part. If it's something that you particularly want to make sure that you've contributed to, something that you've been looking forward to taking part in, or something that really sits within your area of expertise, we want to make sure that there are as few barriers to you getting involved as possible. Zipporah, I can see that you have your hand up. Do you want to unmute and ask your question?
No, mine was not a question, but just maybe a contribution that in Kenya, we have come up as an alumni association, quite a number of us as members, and we used to organize activities actually through the British Council until COVID-19 struck, but we have been trying to organize online activities. And one of the things we've been discussing in the last 2 weeks is having webinars on different topics, for example, climate change, non-communicable diseases, leadership, and all those things, especially to engage the younger generation in thinking of how they can give back the community and how we ourselves can also give back as alumni. So there are quite a number of possibilities apart from just engaging on the panel here. There are many possibilities of opportunities that we can actually do within our own community as alumni from the Commonwealth, because somebody has invested in us, we need to invest in others as well. So I think it's a good thing that we are here, we are willing to give, and I'm retired, but I still want to be part of it. I just retired 2-3 months ago. I'm just doing consultancies, but I still want to be engaged in mentoring younger people so that I can see a change in the kind of world we are living in. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing that information. I think, again, you've raised a really important point around there are things that we can be doing in communities, and you can either do that as an individual or you can do that as a collective through associations. And you've mentioned the Alumni Association there in Kenya, but also as panel members yourselves. And again, I think that's something that we could explore within the remit of the panel, is thinking perhaps outside some of the activities and thinking about how you can sort of provide more information to those beyond the CSC about the work that we do. So thank you so much for sharing that. Vishal, I can see you have your hand up as well. It's lovely to hear from you as well.
Yeah, thank you very much for inviting me here. Let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Vishal Sharma, and presently I'm working as assistant professor in the Department of Electronics, Cluster University of Jammu and Kashmir, India. I was a Commonwealth Split Fellow at the University of Sheffield during 2016-17. My question is, actually, can we propose some program or activity or some sort of workshop, on the theme or Dr. Shebu has just mentioned. So can we propose some activity as our own and involving all the different panel members and take their expertise for disseminating knowledge throughout the world, or we have to work according to the what you activities you are doing, and we have to involve ourselves in that activities only, or can we propose some activities as our own? That's my question.
Thanks so much for your question. So at the moment, the setup is that we would offer the 4 activities as set by CSC teams. However, and I can see from some questions in the chat box that are coming in that there's sort of a lot of interest in proposing potential activities as well. Yeah. And I'm more than happy to hear from any panel member about things that you think, perhaps we haven't done an activity in, or new ideas that you would like to test within the advisory panel as well. Okay. And I think in terms of the activity around the alumni engagement strategy, that's kind of one mechanism in order to sort of propose things. But in terms of the panel, I think I'd really like to hear from you all about things that you'd like to see the panel engaged on as well. And perhaps we can think about that as a substream to the work of the panel as well. So thank you so much for raising that, and to others in the chat box who've done the same. Always get in touch with me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I can't see any more raised hands, and I hope that I have covered all of the questions that have come up in the chat box. But do we have any final questions or queries whilst we're together? Oh, 3 people have raised their hand. Okay, let's see. I don't know what order you raised your hands in, so apologies, but Vansi, you're on my screen. So do you want to unmute and ask your question?
Okay, thank you very much. Mine is not really a question, but it's just more like a comment. First of all, I just wanted to say that I'm really excited to be part of this panel because I'm still, well, let me introduce myself. My name is Ron Sisi-W Chidebe. I'm the Executive Director of Project Pink Blue. I'm actually a scholar, just 2019, so still very fresh. Yeah, but I would really say why, when I saw this opportunity, and I think it's really an incredible opportunity, is because I, as a scholar in 2019, had some experiences, interacted with some scholars, but during those interactions, I can feel a lot of things that could be done better. I could feel a lot of things that need to really change to engage scholars more, to get them really understand that they own the CSC and the CSC actually own them. Like, it's more like a collaborative effort to continue to really improve this initiative and see how we can get more people to really develop their communities and develop their society at different levels. So when I saw this, I really thought it's really a fantastic opportunity. And I just wanted to say I'm really excited to be here, to meet you all, and to contribute, to give back to CSC, to see how we can continue to make difference in different parts of the world. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing that and for adding kind of, again, the point around the insights that you as scholars and alumni really pick up because you're directly in our sort of scholar and alumni communities, and there are things that perhaps don't come forward to us. And so this is a really great opportunity for you to share what you've managed to gain and hear from other scholars and alumni in a confidential manner so that we can then build opportunities around that as well. I can't see any more hands up, and I don't think any more questions have come into the chat box. So what I will do is I'll bring this induction webinar to a close, but I just want to take the opportunity again to say thank you so much to everybody for joining the panel for the next 2 years. I hope this will be a really exciting and interesting opportunity for you all. And I also hope that you will take the opportunities to meet with one another through different activities, through the LinkedIn group. We can maybe think about doing some separate informal meet and greet sessions if that's something that might be of interest as well, just to make sure that you are also managing to get some connections through the panel beyond just completing the activities. So thank you so much everyone for joining today. As I've said, we have taken a recording and that will be made available so you can review the information that's been shared. And I'll also put the PowerPoint presentation slides up on the resources webpage. And at the end of the week, I will send round a full blitz of everything that we've spoken about and all of those links as well. But in the meantime, it's absolutely exciting once again to meet you all. And I hope that you found the session informative. If you do have questions still though, or things that come to you in the middle of the night, do just drop us an email and we'll pick those up during the week. But thank you again, and it's lovely to see you all.